10 facts about Harry Potter only true fans will know. There's so much to know about the Harry Potter universe, whether it be to do with the characters themselves, how the movies were made, or the ideas behind the whole franchise. Some people probably know quite a lot about Harry Potter, but then there are likely others that don't know too much. Whatever the case may be, in today's video, we're going to be going over 10 facts about Harry Potter only true fans will know. But before we do, if you enjoy, leave a like and consider subscribing with the notifications turned on, because if you do, you could get a shout out. But let's get into it. Number 1. If you've ever done a bit of research behind the meaning of Dumbledore's name, then you would have found out that the Old English term for bumblebee is actually Dumbledore. The reason why Rowling gave this name to the beloved wizard was due to the fact that he loved music, and she could imagine the wizard often walking around humming to himself, just like a bumblebee would. A very simple yet clever reason behind the wise old wizard's name. Number 2. Did you know that only 1,000 copies were printed of the first run of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? Anybody who got their hands on one of these copies is extremely lucky. Today, these copies sell for thousands of pounds because they were from the first batch and they're quite rare. So, if you have one of these first 1,000 copies, then consider yourself quite lucky. And hey, if it's just sitting there doing nothing and you really don't care about the book anymore, why not go ahead and sell it? You'll be getting yourself quite a bit of money if you do. Or you could, send it over to me and I'll just take it off your hands for you. Number 3. The 31st of October, the day when Harry, Ron, and Hermione defeat the troll in the girls' bathroom, was definitely a day to remember. But something you may not have realized is that this was actually the day that the trio became best friends. But it's also the 10-year anniversary of when Harry's parents were murdered by Voldemort, and also the day that Voldemort was defeated. And now you know that this date was very special within the Harry Potter franchise. Number 4. This next fact is about George and Fred Weasley, and it's the fact that they were born on April Fool's Day, which is actually very suitable seeing as how these two characters are all about making jokes and having fun. They were essentially born on the only day where joking around and playing pranks on people is acceptable. A very fitting date for this pair of pranksters to be born, I would say. Number 5. Did you know that the beloved Professor McGonagall was actually a talented Quidditch player in her youth while she studied at Hogwarts herself? In her final year, she had actually broken several ribs though, due to a nasty fall that she had, so she, of course, had to stop playing. That was why she was very keen at the idea of Harry playing for the Quidditch team. She saw potential in him from all the years of playing herself. Number 6. During a particular scene from the Harry Potter movies, we can see students learning what a boggart is. We learn what their boggarts are, and it's a great scene, but we're never actually told what Dumbledore's boggart was. Turns out though that his boggart would be the body of his dead sister, Ariana, because that is his worst fear, which is obviously very understandable because who in their right mind would want to see the body of their dead sister? Number 7. It's obvious that J.K. Rowling has made a lot of money from her books, but did you know that she was the very first person to become a billionaire from writing books alone? She was the very first author to become a billionaire, and rightfully so because, her books are fantastic. As well as this though, she was also the very first female billionaire, which is quite hard to believe, but very true. So, she took the spot as the very first female billionaire in the world. Number 8. Obviously, the Harry Potter books were very, very sought after and extremely popular. So, when The Prisoner of Azkaban was released in the UK, Bloomsbury asked the stores to not sell the book until the end of the school day, and this was to prevent truancy. Because like I said, the books were so popular, and that meant kids wouldn't attend school just so that they could pick up a copy of the book before anybody else. Number 9. There were so many people taking pictures at platforms 9 and 10 at King's Cross Station that the management decided to mount a sign onto the wall saying platform 9 3/4 to make it look like the platform from the movies. In my opinion, that was a really nice gesture from the management, and it probably made a lot of Harry Potter fans very happy. Number 10. Did you ever realize while watching the Harry Potter movies or reading the books that Harry was present for each death of every single Marauder? He witnessed the death of Peter Pettigrew, Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, and technically James Potter as well, even though he died when he was just a baby, but still. The other 3 that we see within the movies, he was there for each of their deaths. But there we have it, 10 Harry Potter facts only true fans will know. If you enjoyed, leave a like and consider subscribing with notifications turned on, but we will see you in the next one.